It's Thursday night, and it's the NBA here on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. The three-point shot, so important in today's NBA, and a major part of the game plan, Greg, for both of these teams.
And we can expect to see a high volume of shots from beyond the arc in this one. I'm looking for whichever squad is able to create more havoc and throw the opposing shooters off their rhythm.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Then it's MP. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, as everybody knows, MP and Anthony Edwards are locked in the battle for league MVP. I asked MP whether his approach would be any different tonight. He said that selfishly he wants to avoid the poster shot. Edwards makes a habit of making the defenders look bad, both at the rim and on the perimeter. Well, let's not forget that MP has made his share of defenders look bad as well. Guys?
He has. Great story, DA. Thank you. Goes back up. And it's Edwards getting it to go.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
And here's MP for 3. Julius Randle with the rebound. Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Dillingham. Randle surveying the D. 6 on the shot clock. The shot misses. Great D that time from Tatum.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Valanciunas, good.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
So for the Timberwolves, their last game a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
The bench production was huge, no doubt. A testament to how well prepared this coaching staff is for these tough road games.
Agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's MP. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Hachimura, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
Now here's Randle. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Now here's MP. Rudy Gobert missing his last shot. Here's MP. And it comes off the front of the rim.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Dillingham with the bucket.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
MP deciding where to go with it. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Outside Edwards. Rebound Boston. This their first chance to take a look at the Timberwolves this season.
Yeah, and they got the better of this matchup both times they faced off last season. Do they still have their number?
I don't know, but I do know that they're looking at the possible finals matchup. These are 2 of the league's most dangerous teams, no doubt.
Dillingham, no good. Boston leading by 3. And here's MP for 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. MP's got 6 points.
Gets 1 to fall, but only a second make in the first 7 attempts.
Dillingham with it. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And here is Hachimura. to Dillingham. And they get it. That shot, no good. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. A three from MP. Gobert pulls it in.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And the basket by Edwards.
Man, that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Here's Dillingham, guarded by Tatum. Good if it goes. Oh, he nails it just in time.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by... Minnesota making some changes. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for Williams. Bogdanovich comes in for McDaniels, and it's Edwards in for Jenkins. On the floor for Boston. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's MP. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position.
What muscle on that finish. It's hard trying to prevent Tatum from converting.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Portis sets the pick for Bogdanovich to end the run. Good on the triple. Bogdanovich has got a couple of three-pointers in the second for Minnesota.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Right through contact, MP.
That is a play that is beyond his years. MP takes the contact and still gets it to fall.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, MP in the last game against the Jazz was all business. He had 44 points, and as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. The numbers he put up were really impressive. He's somebody everybody loves watching. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Oh, MP sinks the triple. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Boston.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas. And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside, Bogdanovich. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Celtics leading by 15. And here's MP for three. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Here's Dillingham. Off target from three-point range. To the paint. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Fast break, here we go. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. That fall. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense. And 2 more three-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
Goes up from the top of the key. Edwards, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but he can't make them all.
The three from MP. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Boston on top. They lead by 18. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center.
Welcome, everybody. This game revealing a big disparity in play. What a performance so far for the Boston Celtics.
It's not just about taking a shot. It's about taking the right shot. They've made a lot of good decisions out there.
Sometimes. Okay, now we've got some time to take a look at the East. And that'll do it for
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Rudy Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's Dillingham in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Well, we've seen this a few times, Richard. Players getting booed at home, and it's got to be painful for a player.
You get taken back a little bit. For some players, it's deserved, but it's always a surprise. But you have to be self-aware. Did you deserve to get booed? In most cases, it's true.
Here's McDaniels following the basket by MP. For three, Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one. An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
Tatum no good.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Pass to Dillingham. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Now, here's MP. Edwards looking it over, and Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Celtics leading by 21.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Here is Edwards, following the basket by MP. Edwards passes to Gobert. Out to Edwards. The three. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 5 points in the quarter.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let him.
So Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Hachimura. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And they pick up 2. Clark's got 5 points so far.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And what a find by Brown, demonstrating a willingness to create for teammates.
Now, here's Clark. Puts up a 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. He's got 8. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Celtics lead by 15. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Santi Aldama is out there with Tatum. Then there's Derek White. Then it's MP. And it's Keita in at the 5.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And the dunk by MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Timberwolves trail by 15. Here's Minot. Clark outside. Williams a screen on White. Clark for three. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Minot can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Took him no time at all on that one. MP's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And there is White, and that's good on the assist by MP. MP's got his third assist on the night. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Celtics?
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Goodness, this man is ripping 3 after 3. An incredible display of shooting.
And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. So it's the Timberwolves now. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Boston.
Here's MP. Great D that time from Edwards. Timberwolves trail by 21. Pass to Gobert. Here's Dillingham. And here's Edwards from the arc. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. Brown's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. MP, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to McDaniels. Now Dillingham. From outside the arc. Rebound by the Celtics. Valanciunas has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Outside Tatum. He's looking for MP. Good, that's another bucket.
Another night, another 40 points in the books for him. What a season.
Greg, you're right. He is edging ever closer to the second place mark for most 40-point games in a year. Bounce pass from Randall. Fires the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Tatum passes to Pritchard. MP with it. Shot from the top of the key. They get the rebound. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Randall no good. And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 16-5 run. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
So both teams making some changes here. Minnesota's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Celtics.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
MP right side. The tray. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bogdanovich from down in the low post. It goes.
It's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
It's a shame, really. If they had been playing like this last quarter, they might be in a different situation right now.
Again, the miss by the Celtics. Now here's Jenkins. Defense is right there. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never